What's up everyone, this is Minnie, and today I'm coming at you with my video discussing when you should choose to try to snipe the enemy CV versus when you should not. Now, before we get into this, quick reminder, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the channel. There's a lot of you watching my videos that haven't hit it yet, and as we push towards partnership, really appreciate all the support. Also, don't forget to like the video and leave me comments. Now, in order to have a successful snipe, you need a perfect storm of occurrences to happen. So what I look for when I'm going to CV snipe is, one, typically I want to be in a tier 8 CV. Sometimes a tier 10 will work, but tier 8 usually works because you have the advantage of having the higher tier battleship to overmatch. At tier 10, you need to be able to do most of the damage yourself as the CV. Now, in this game, I'm not looking to CV snipe as I start. I'm looking at this and I'm analyzing and saying, okay, I'm in a Chekalov. I'm looking at their battleships. I'm keeping the thought of sniping the Kaga in the back of my mind, but it depends on the positioning the Kaga gives me, and it depends on how quick I can get the CV snipe completed. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they're trying to take out the enemy CV early in a game is that it takes them too long. If you're not knocking that CV out within 3 to 4 minutes, you are wasting too much time that you could be affecting the match in other places, whether it be by hammering DDs, denying caps, crushing cruisers, forcing DCPs out of battleships and damage over time effects. You need to be able to do this speedily, or it will not be worth it, because the other team will have too much of a chance to build up an advantage that you will not be able to overcome. And then, as we said, you need the damage in the range. So this game here is a perfect game to consider a CV snipe. Kaga, tier 8, doesn't have the high deck armor. I've got an Iowa and I've got a Musashi. So I've got a 27.1 kilometer range Iowa. I've got a 26.5 kilometer range Musashi. And as a bonus, in the Chekalov, since I'm dropping all my torps in one go, I'm not risking running out of torpedo bombers because I only get one strike off anyway. So I'm not wasting extra torpedo bombers to get off a strike. And with this, I got 5,200 damage on each torp, so I'm looking at a 30,000 alpha strike. And even if I lose a plane or two, I'm still looking at a 20 to 25,000 damage alpha strike. So right now, I'm searching the map, I'm doing my standard. I still haven't thought about doing a CV snipe, and we're a minute in. Now I see the Kaga. The Kaga has not done what I'm doing. I've been backing up, I'm almost to the edge of the map. The Kaga hasn't. So now I've got a Kaga that's in a decent position to consider it. And I see him and I say, with where our Musashi is, let's have the Musashi tried. So I'm going to lurk out here and I'm going to play spot and see if the Musashi is going to take shots. And so I'm watching the shots come out, and I'm going to just loiter here outside of AA range to see if that Kaga is going to get hit. Now, first shots were already out onto that Baji, so we're not. But what I can do here is I can drop my fighter at 7 kilometers where it's outside, and I can go in. And here's where you want speedy planes. Observe this. Still have all of them. Still have most of them. Wider drop than I wanted because I was gunning in. But, as we'll see here in a second, the damage I'm going to get on that strike with the Chekalov is I'm going to hit all 6 torps for 20,000. So I've just taken a Chekalov, or I've just used the Chekalov, and I've taken their Kaga for over 30% of his health. 40% of his health. He's not in a good spot right now. So, Kaga is messed up on his positioning, and I got a Musashi, so I can continue to try this. Note our time. We're at 2 minutes in. We've hit 24,000 damage after it ticks up the extra, and so now the Kaga is trying to escape, and the Musashi and the Iowa are in position to smack him. And my focus is going to be to go straight back onto him because I have the planes. Now, once again, this doesn't work if I don't have a Musashi sitting in C5 and Iowa sitting in D3 and their Kaga hasn't backed up. I managed to have my planes in a spot where the Baji can't hit him, and the Kaga's open for it. The most important thing I didn't even talk about there yet is the fact that the Kaga is in a position of weak AA. He's got his AA, but the Baji wasn't close enough to really affect me on the first drop, and even though he's closer now, there's nobody else here. In ranked, if I'm losing tons of planes for it, it's not worth it because those planes are really lowering my effectiveness. And so we're communicating. We see the Kaga's at 25. Now I've got to look for the drive. I'm dropping the fighter to keep him spotted, and I'm looking for the angle to come in. I want to avoid the Baji. And so now we're going to take advantage of the Chekalov's line again. We're going to drive down in. We're going to drive hard. We're going to slow down. We're going to drop. And then, so 3.5 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. And dead. And that's how to execute a successful CV strike. Now, if that didn't kill, I come into the problem of, do I go in for another run, or do I just accept that it's a sunk cost and go after other stuff? Because we got A and B, they got C, so my team did good work, but if my team hadn't been doing that, it would have been a risk. So the big thing to remember with the CV Snipe is, once again, you need the perfect storm. You need ships with the range to hit the enemy carrier. You need an enemy carrier that can be successfully damaged, so weaker armor or ships that have overmatch. You need to do it quick, and you as the CV need to be able to put out a lot of damage as well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that helps you with a little bit of thoughts on when to CV Snipe and how to do a quick CV Snipe. Don't forget to like the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below. And as always, this is Minnie, signing off.